Raiders have it in a tie game. 10-13 left in the third quarter. Rich Gannon was aware Tim Brown was calling for the football more prior to last week and found him 13 times for 144 yards. You look at the offensive leaders for the Raiders, realize that Brown hasn't caught a ball today. That's Jerry Rice, and that's a first down for Oakland. Out of bounds at the 44. Back to the 3rd and goal for the 49ers.
Jeff Garcia, we talk about how well he moves, but it also gets him in trouble at times. You see here, it's a great pocket formed by this offensive line, but yet he runs up inside and covers himself up.
Well, anytime you can't find your primary guy, though, they've got the bracket on the outside with Terrell Owens, Romanowski, and Rod Woodson. Forced him to go the other way.
4 catches today for Jerry Rice. First down Raiders and a toss. Garner. A little move and a little gain. Only 2.
And they just really haven't been able to get Charlie Garner untracked like that he had been over the last few ball games. You know, we talked about coming in Charlie Garner, who his yards per carry were up dramatically, but he just didn't get a lot of opportunities. Last week he had 10 catches, and of course we saw Tim Brown, who's yet to catch a ball today also.
12 rushes, 42 yards for Garner. Second down and 8 for the Raiders. The play clock now at 5. Pressure on Gannon. That's Garner, and it is incomplete. Webster nearly came away with a pick, but the ball hit the ground. It'll be 3rd down for Oakland.
Great job by the 49ers that time on the defensive side. And Mariucci may want to take a look on that one. I don't know if he wants to challenge it or not, but defensively, the 49ers came out in a man coverage. Rich Gannon went to an audible at the line of scrimmage. They backed out into a zone and seemed to confuse the play just a little bit. Here they come. They're up there in a man-to-man coverage. They're walking up. They actually tipped it a little bit early. And all of a sudden, they're going to check out. And you're going to see, I believe it's Derek Smith's going to say, now, zone, 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 check it off, check it off. And then force Rich Gannon to check it off down low.
And now Rich Gannon and the Raiders have to spend a timeout. Each side has used one in the second half. 8:57 left in the third quarter, tie game. Terrell Owens having any fun today?
He's having a lot of fun. He has 137 yards receiving today.
We caught him walking in saying, I got my Sharpie ready. 5 catches for those 137 yards. It's 3rd and 8 for Oakland in a tie game. Gannon throws and it's caught. That's Porter, and that's an Oakland first down. Working on Mike Rumpf again.
Yeah, and the reason that play was successful is because Tim Brown, you watch him, he's going to pick the man that was covering Jerry Porter. It's man-to-man coverage, and right there, he made the defender go over the top. You take a look, it was Mike Rumpf who Tim Brown ran a natural pick on. That gave the separation for Jerry Porter to complete that ball.
And Mike Rumpf, the rookie there, is getting used by the veteran.
I didn't get a Rumpf out of him. Second, 1st and 10. And Gannon has the ball knocked away. Still loose. And recovered by the Raiders and Barry Sims.
I tell you, every single game that I've seen on film, it seems like for the 49ers, Andre Carter has made a play coming around the outside and knocking the football out of the quarterback's hands. He has done this at least 3 times that I've seen on film this year. He did it last week against Jake Plummer, earlier against the Washington Redskins.
And Barry Sims, the left tackle, is playing with turf toe. He's got a special device in his shoe. He had come out 3 plays earlier, went back out. You got to wonder how much that's bothering him now.
They call that the empty hand going up, so no tuck rule. And there's the first catch of the day by Tim Brown, who in traffic gets it up to the 42-yard line. Derek Smith made the tackle. The races, the faces, and the balance of power. You Decide 2002. Trusted political coverage November 5th, only on Fox News Channel.
I don't think any of the networks will call the races too soon this time around, do you?
No, I think they'll wait.
No.
It's 3rd down and 15. Gannon throws. He has underthrew him. And Brown couldn't make the catch. 4th down for Oakland.
Well, I got to tell you that Rich Gannon, he's been under pressure today, and probably the most pressure that he's been under all season long, and it's starting to get noticeable. And right there, he had an opportunity to get the ball to Tim Brown. Tim Brown working man-to-man again, which is what 49ers have done a lot of here in this game. Gets open, but Rich Gannon's unable to deliver the football, and that's not like Rich Gannon.
There's only been 1 sack the entire day. It belongs to Andre Carter when he knocked the ball out of the hands of Gannon. Fair catch called for by Jimmy Williams. And the 49ers will have it at their own 12-yard line. The pressure on Gannon. The frustration mounts. We're still tied. Terrell Owens still dancing in the middle of that huddle. And you see him at the end of that list. The offensive leaders for the 49ers, 5 catches, 137 yards. Barlow leading on the ground with 22 yards. From their own 12, this was Barlow. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's it.
And the Raiders have just played a different game here in the second half than what they did in the first half. They were fairly passive with their play on defense. In the second half, they have crowded 7, 8 guys up around the line of scrimmage. They are blitzing. They're playing man coverage. And now it's up to Garcia and Terrell Owens and those guys to come up with a big play in the passing game.
Second down for Garcia. Raiders showing blitz, and here they come. Garcia out of trouble, and the throw and catch. Short gain. Terrell Owens with his 6th catch of the day. Gain of 3.
Well, that's exactly right, Chris. They're locked up across the board in man-to-man coverage and just bringing pressure, and they're saying, hey, our DBs are going to match up with your wide receivers, and we're going to get pressure on you, and you're going to have to try to beat us on the outside throwing the football.
Big Sam Adams, who's had a right knee problem. Missed last week's game, just checked himself out of the lineup.
Owens right here.
3rd down and 6.
Here comes the blitz.
Corner blitz from Shaw. And the pass is complete to Swift, the tight end, for a 49er first down.
Swift, tackled by Eric Woodson.
Jeff Garcia moves his feet, Troy, more than anybody I've seen in the pocket. He never plants and sets his feet ever, constantly on the move. And the one thing that he said was, I'm just more comfortable like that. When I get back and my feet get planted, I just get too relaxed. I don't like the feeling, so I just constantly chopping my feet.
Some people call it happy feet, but I think you do what's natural, and there's no right or wrong way about moving your feet in the pocket.
On first down, Kevin Barlow. Nice run by Barlow as he gets to the 31, a gain of 7.
Tackled by Derek Gibson.
Kevin Barlow with some nice shake and bake at the end of this thing, and it's the one thing that he gives you much more than what Garrison Hurst does. Garrison Hurst probably a little more powerful, but you don't get the little wiggle that you get out of Kevin Barlow.
You know, he may have learned that move, Chris, when he was working out with Terrell Owens this offseason there in Atlanta.
Probably wasn't the only thing you learned down there.
Second down and 3. Barlow tripped up in the backfield. The ball came out, but ruled down. Ruled down. The play is dead.
Huge call in the ball game right here. Jerry Austin's going to blow that one dead. And it is not reviewable. Once they blow him down by contact, doesn't matter. You cannot review that play.
Hurst has turned the ball over once today, and Barlow came close. Definitely down.
But nobody touched him. I think that's a bad call. Nobody touched him on the play. He fell down, there's no question about it, but if nobody gets a hand on him and then the ball squirts out, that's a fumble.
Not a reviewable play as Garcia throws, and the catch is made for a 49er first down by Ty Streets.
An easy call for the official to miss because it's difficult to tell inside in that interior run play whether or not somebody actually gets a hand on him or not. And Terrell Owens over on the sideline apparently with some cramps.
He's getting worked on, trying to work the cramps out. It looks like he's enjoying himself over there. Got Gatorade in his hand and getting a little massage.
First down for San Francisco. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Garcia steps up and heaves it. Penalty flag on the play. Ty Street's overthrown, but we'll check the marker. And it's a hold against Oakland.
Yeah, it was a hold against Oakland, and we talked about it earlier, the shots that San Francisco wanted to take. This gave them one here.
Illegal contact, number 26 defense, 5 yards, automatic first down.
And that's on Rod Woodson.
It clearly isn't bad. Charles Woodson is the one. But the key to the play was they were able to suck Rod Woodson up. Rod Woodson is a guy that plays free safety, Troy, that likes to guess. He likes to run underneath some routes and anticipate some plays. They pretty much let him roam free there. That time he almost gave up a big one, and the 49ers were looking deep.
Terrell Owens back in the lineup for San Francisco. Charles Woodson is out of the lineup for Oakland. And the 49ers run it with Barlow. He got 1 yard. Sam Adams made the stop for the Raiders. We are in Oakland. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Chris Collinsworth, and Pam Oliver. The Raiders have lost 3 straight. The 49ers lead the NFC West with a record of 5-2. Big game for the Raiders, as we mentioned earlier. Trying to snap the 3-game losing streak, and they go to Denver next week, where they haven't won since '94. Another catch for Owens, a short game. Only 4. Third down coming up. Romanowski made the tackle for Oakland.
That time Romanowski continued the massage that he was getting over there on the sideline. Game's starting to pick up now. In the first half, I thought it was just sort of going up and down the field, and you didn't see the typical big hits that I was anticipating out of this football game. And I think now, with it being so close, these two teams were beginning to realize what's on the line. Starting to feel a little like a playoff game now.
Charles Woodson back in for the Raiders on 3rd and 5. That's Owens in motion. Blitz coming. 49ers pick it up, and that's another catch by Terrell Owens and a first down for the 49ers.
Well, they bring the pressure, and you're going to see Ron Stone, the right guard right here, is going to pick it up nicely. Gives Garcia a chance to throw the football, and again, Garcia moving around in the pocket, but he finds Terrell Owens. And how Terrell Owens is able to run that open in the middle of the field on a 3rd down is beyond me. They know that that's the guy that Jeff Garcia is going to be looking for, and yet they've been able to find him the last 2 plays.
Maybe part of his contract, when he catches the ball, he gets a massage.
Under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Garcia. The catch is made.
Looks like a late hit.
Took a late hit from Perella after an 11-yard completion to Ty Street.
Passer number 97, rolling up on the quarterback. 15 yards from the end of the play, first down.
John Perella doesn't like the call. You're going to see him working up right there. And that's a horrible call. That's a horrible call. He's on the ground and he's rolling over, and because he gets Garcia late, you see it here, he's on the ground, he's rolling, and there was nothing flagrant there. I've seen too many times where they call penalties for roughing the passer, and as a quarterback, I'm all in favor of protecting the quarterback, but it's a violent game down there up front for the defensive linemen, and they come through, and too often they get flagged when I don't think they should.
The penalty moves the ball all the way to the 15-yard line. The handoff to Barlow. Inside the 10, still going. Down to the 6, a gain of 9, a yard shy of a first down, and that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's a 13-13 score with the 49ers moving down the field. 2nd down and 1 when we start the 4th quarter. The NFL on Fox will continue after a word from your local Fox station. Beginning of the 4th quarter in Oakland with a 13-13 score. Total yards in the 3rd quarter dominated by San Francisco, trying to break this tie. 15 minutes left. Second and 1. The handoff is to the fullback. That's Beasley. And according to the official running in from the sideline, it's a 1st down. It is a 1st down for San Francisco. 1st and goal from just inside the 5.
Well, this is a heck of a drive that they've got going right now. This drive began on the San Francisco 12-yard line, and they're now getting ready to run their 13th play and have gone quite a ways.
On 1st and goal, Barlow. Nowhere to go.
Okay, we're done.
2nd and goal.
Hey, you really just can't emphasize enough how important this series of a couple of plays now is in this football game. If Oakland can step up and hold them once again. Right now, San Francisco just 1 for 3 in the red zone today, well below their season average. Hold them to a field goal again, and then hope your offense begins to wake up a little bit. The unsung hero so far in this ball game has been the 49ers on defense.
From the 4, 2nd and goal. Garcia to the 3. Falls forward to bring up 3rd and goal. Down to the 2. A gain of 2 for Garcia.
And to Lawrence Grant, he's done a heck of a job today of holding containment. That's not always easy to do. You see the handoff being faked, and a lot of times these defensive ends want to collapse, but he does a great job of staying up the field, not allowing Garcia outside, and then getting some help once Garcia goes back inside.
The 49ers are 8 for 13 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 2.
Boston.
Touchdown. Ty Streets with a touchdown catch. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back on top.
And I'll tell you what, Ty Streets, all he does is keep playing. He runs right over the top. You're going to see Terrence Shaw, 22, and he just lets him go, and he runs right around. Garcia hangs with him, gets him the football, but Terrence Shaw was just stuck in his tracks and doesn't move to try to cover him once he went around the back line.
Now Cortez makes it a 7-point 49er lead at 20-13. Opening minutes of the 4th quarter. Ty Streets celebrates. So does the 49ers sideline. Up by 7.
For San Francisco, Marcus 19.
How about a 15-play drive covering 88 yards for the 49ers to put San Francisco back on top. Now the penalty and the kick out of bounds off the foot of Cortez will give the Raiders great field position up at the 40. Big mistake by Jose Cortez. Ty Streets in a celebration with a couple of his linemen. And the 49ers lead by 7. Hall of Famer Bill Walsh watching. Now a consultant with the 49ers. San Francisco up by 7, and Gannon to throw. Jerry Rice, another catch. Brought down a yard shy of a 1st down. Gain of 9. Derek Smith ended up with a tackle. The work week is tough enough. Who needs more drama? Fox tonight. It's a full night of what critics are calling 3 of television's best comedies. Don't miss the eagerly anticipated Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, followed by the series premieres of King of the Hill and Malcolm in the Middle. A full hour. It all starts with a classic Simpsons, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, right here on Fox. Garner forcing his way near midfield, brought down just shy of the first down marker, short by inches. Andre Carter made the tackle for the 49ers.
Yeah, it's almost amazing to watch this Raiders offense that at the beginning of the season, during their 4-0 start, they are averaging 40 points a game. They're just blowing people out. And now the last 3 weeks, 13, 21, 10 points, 13 here in 3/4 of this ball game. And you just have to wonder, Troy, if they've gotten away from what they do best.
Well, I think they have.
It's third down and less than 1. That's a first down carry by Zach Crockett.
It looked like Chike O'Keefer. He kept that one from going all the way to the house. Really a good play. He gets through the line, Zach Crockett, and Chike is there to make a shoestring tackle. And go back to what you said, Chris. I agree. I think they got talked out of doing what they do best between the 20s, and that's been throwing the football. I think where they've needed to run the ball more has been in the red zone, and they've been committed to running the football, and they've not had the success that they're accustomed to having.
From the San Francisco 44. First down over the middle, Porter. And a catch inside the 40, brought down near the 37 by Julian Peterson, a gain of 7.
And you just have to wonder how much some of the things that the players have said over the last couple of weeks have made a difference. Tim Brown complained about not getting enough touches the week before. Following week, he gets 13 catches. Charlie Garner this week complains about how he's getting used. He gets to carry the football. But the thing that this Raiders team does best, sure they had problems in the red zone, but what they do best is throw the ball between the 20s, and it looks like they're getting back to that now.
That, and they're playing against a defense that has struggled defending the pass.
4 wide receivers set for Oakland. That's Porter, and that's an Oakland first down. And a penalty flag comes in at the end of the play. Ineligible man downfield. And this has been another problem with the Raiders, that when they do get on the move,
Ineligible downfield, number 66, 5 yards. Repeat, second down.
Langston Walker, the rookie, guilty of it. Then they commit a penalty that throws the brakes on the drive.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense right there. Langston Walker, who's in, you're going to see him right there at left tackle, and he goes down the field, and he must have thought it was a screen, but the only reason it's a little bit confusing to me was because on the play before that, Frank Middleton was 10 yards down the field as well, and I thought that they might have been able to call him for illegal man down the field, and they did not, but they got Langston Walker. But you're right. Every time they get something going, it seems that they have a penalty or something that happens that sets them back.
And now the Raiders have to spend a timeout. They're left with only one. Under 10 minutes to play. Second down for the Raiders when we come back.
Fox NFL Sundays brought to you by Saturn, makers of the View, redesigned L Series, and the all-new Ion.
Ronnie Lott is here, looking sharp. Played for both these franchises.
And if he wasn't the best defensive player I ever played against, Lawrence Taylor was, but it was pretty close between those two.
Second down and 8 for the Raiders, and penalty flags before the snap.
Langston Walker, he's having a heck of a series right now.
Number 66 offense, 5 yards. It's still second down.
Langston Walker gets called on the previous play for being downfield. Now he gets called for false start. And what looked like a good drive had a little something going. Now they're going to be looking at second and extremely long. Second and 13.
I can almost call this play for the Raiders. They're going to do something in some sort of a little dump off right over the middle of the ball and try and make up about half the yardage, try and end up in about a 3rd and 6. They always work right here, right in the middle of the field in these situations.
Second down and 13. Gannon looking to dump it off. He does to Garner. Short gain on second down and 13, only 4. And a 3rd and long coming up. Let's take a look back at what's happened today. An early fumble by Hurst. And the Raiders turned it into 7 points. Beautiful catch by Jerry Porter. Terrell Owens has had a huge day. Then Ronald Curry dropped the ball on a kickoff return, and the 49ers turned it into 7 points in a throw to Wilson. The latest scoring, the Ty Streets touchdown catch, and it's 2013 San Francisco. Under 9.5 to play. It's 3rd and 9. Gannon has time. Forced to run. Short of the first down. Brought down by Ahmed Plummer. 6-yard gain on 3rd and 9.
There's Jerry Rice at the bottom. That's who Gannon was trying to find, and you see why he couldn't get it to him. Tony Parrish cuts him off. Gannon working along. He had good protection on this play. Just nowhere to throw the football, and he's fortunate actually that he was able to hang on to that ball.
I'll tell you what, though, if he would have committed to running the football, I think he could have picked up the first down. He was just so hesitant before he took off.
The Raiders will go for it on 4th and 3 from the 37-yard line. Gannon throws over the middle. Porter, first down Raiders. The Raiders have taken advantage of Mike Rump all afternoon.
Well, and I think Rich Gannon does as good a job as anybody that I've seen as far as getting from his first to his second and third receivers. He wanted to go to Jerry Rice. You saw him looking left. He comes right back to the middle, finds Porter over the middle of the ball. You see here Porter, he's running a drag. He sits down in the hole, and that's a great job by Porter as well, sitting down between the linebackers in that zone.
Porter just hobbled off the field after that catch for a first down. Gannon, Rice to the 16. The Raiders, just so you know, are now 2 for 4 this year on 4th down. And when you think about it, no bigger pass and catch in this game, because the Raiders on October 6th were the NFL's only unbeaten team. They lost to St. Louis. They lost to San Diego in overtime. They lost at Kansas City. They're trailing today, and they go to Denver next. What looked like a promising season is starting to unravel. A lot riding on this drive. 2nd down and 5. Side of the field just wide open. Gannon has all day to wait and completes it to Porter for a first down.
I think Rich Gannon thought he was going to get a blitz that time, called an audible out of it, and the 49ers stayed in the zone. But Rich Gannon just so savvy with this play. There's really nothing there. They have it completely defensed, and Porter's out there completely blanking if he's going to throw it low and away. The only person that's going to catch it is his guy. It's a tremendous throw.
It's 1st and goal from the 10. Garner. Charlie Garner, touchdown Oakland.
They finally got Charlie Garner through the line, and it doesn't take much. You watch. He had a big hole there, though, to come through, but just the tenacity that he shows, getting it across the goal line and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Janikowski ties it. Charlie Garner, who spent 1999 and the year 2000 with the 49ers, both 1,000-yard seasons into the end zone. And we're 20-20 in the 4th quarter. Charlie Garner, the former 49er, caps a 10-play drive covering 60 yards. Janikowski charged up, gets it into the end zone and into the arms of Jimmy Williams. Slide steps a tackler, and Williams is out of bounds up near the 45-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 46. Anthony Dorsett forced him out. 48-yard return by Jimmy Williams at a very important time for the 49ers.
Well, Aaron Cromer here, the offensive line coach for the Oakland Raiders, he's given Langston Walker a little bit of an earful about the 2 plays that he had against him on the penalties. And then you got the return right here, and Jimmy Williams does a nice job, but this is an area where the Raiders have been killed the last couple of weeks in special teams and given up great field position.
From their own 46. Trying to set up a screen, and they do. Garrison Hurst to the far sideline into Oakland territory, a gain of 7.
I think that's a great call that time by Steve Mariucci. On first down throughout the second half, the Raiders have been bringing pressure. Anytime you get that kind of pressure, you think screen, you think draw, comes out on first down and gives himself some room to work now.
Yeah, I think Jeff Garcia did a fabulous job on that play of really allowing the rush to get to him and then retreating just enough to get the football out.
10 out of 11 in the second half. Second down and 4. Garrison Hurst up the middle for a first down. JB with a game break in Los Angeles.
Take a look, fellas. Arizona not rolling over at all. Mark Moser of the Rams looking for him in the direction of Isaac Bruce and Ricky Prohl. Picked off by David Barrett. He laterals to Justin Lucas. 35 yards to pay dirt. And the Cardinals advancing right now, trailing by just 3. 7:14 left in regulation. Back to Joe.
49ers paying attention to what's going on there. A 5-2 record, a game better than Arizona, who they beat last week. First down. Hurst again. Garrison Hurst with a gain of 9. Under 5 minutes to play, a 2nd and 1 for the 49ers. Chris, you've been waiting for this thing to heat up, and it's finally heated up into a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, it really is. And now the Raiders have to start paying a little bit of attention to the clock, because if San Francisco can continue to run the ball, they can work it down for that last second field goal.
Oakland with only 1 timeout left.
Well, and you look again at what happened on that return, and they start this drive on the 46-yard line. 3 plays into it, they're now in field goal range.
Second down and 1. Hurst, first down. Brought down at the 31-yard line.
And I don't know that you can say enough about how demoralizing it is when the Raiders overcome those penalties that they did in order to go down the field and get their own touchdown to tie this game up, and then on the kickoff return to give up that kind of yardage and that kind of field position just really takes the wind out of the sails of the football team, and now the 49ers are in control.
Saw Romanowski check out. Equipment problem. First down for San Francisco. Garcia to throw. Pass is complete. The catch made by Streets, a gain of 5.
Now we're seeing the Raiders forced into blitz situations. They're forced to come up and play man-to-man coverage and try and get some pressure against the running game. These are more run blitzes now than it is trying to get pressure on Garcia.
I'll tell you what, Streets there, you see him, and he's having himself a nice football game today. He's got 7 receptions, and he has just done a tremendous job filling in for J.J. Stokes, and I'm not so sure he's going to lose that job when J.J. comes back healthy.
Second down and 5. That's Garrison Hurst. A gain of 1. Well, Stokes is available, but Streets has maintained the starting position on the opposite side of Terrell Owens, and Ty Streets is going to come back in on a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, now this is a big 3rd down play for both teams, and we've been talking about the problems that the 49ers had been doing in 3rd down defense, and right now today, Oakland has been worse. There's 64% conversions they've given up here in this game.
Sprint from Garcia, and a first down dive.
Jeff Garcia with the keeper.
Rod Coleman forced him out as Garcia got just enough.
And I'm not so sure that that wasn't a run the whole way. Either that or Cedric Wilson out here on the sideline knows that Jeff Garcia can run for the first down, so he turns on his defender and starts blocking him. You see him there in your screen, and good decision by Jeff Garcia, keeping it and picking up the first down.
Only 2:20 left in this game. Just get it away, and Garrison Hurst gets to the line. That's it. safety has had a busy day for the Raiders right in the middle of it. And that may take us to the 2-minute warning. It will here in Oakland. A 20-20 game, but the 49ers at the Oakland 20. The 49ers trying to come across the bay and win one here in Oakland. Garcia's had another big day, 2 touchdown throws, no interceptions. Gannon only 164 yards as the Raiders said they were going to try and run the ball more, and they have made good on that promise. Terrell Owens a huge day, a season high 159 yards. Jerry Rice, the former 49er, 6 catches, 74 yards. It's 2nd down and 10, 2 minutes left, and the Raiders have only 1 timeout. Garcia throws. It's Owens with another catch, and he sits down at the 11.
That's about the 4th time today we've seen Owens just run a slant route and really uncontested. You see Charles Woodson and how much room he's given him, and that's just, it doesn't get any easier than that right there.
It'll be a 3rd and 1 as the Raiders use their final timeout. Minute 49 remaining. It's 3rd down and 1 for San Francisco. A huge 3rd down play for the Raiders defensively.